to Sunday's fixtures then. Leicester at home to Wolves. Both these sides performed pretty well, particularly Wolves, who managed 7th. Leicester, well, they've signed Tielemans now. He was previously on loan, and they've also bought Perez from Newcastle for 30 million. Those two cost 70 million. But of course, last week they sold Maguire to Old Trafford for 80 million. Osaki has gone to Malaga, and Simpson has also moved out. Few changes for Rodgers, but they've kept Vardy, which is absolutely vital. And I don't think the loss of Maguire will hurt them a great deal. Wolves, on the other hand, they've signed Carboni from AC Milan and Vallejo from Spain, and also Dadashov recently. So they've strengthened. I think it's going to be a tight match, but I'm going for Wolves by the odd goal to win the game by 2-1. Newcastle are at home at Arsenal. Newcastle, of course, have lost Benitez. They couldn't agree on a contract, and in as March, Steve Bruce, who's left behind Sheffield Wednesday after only a matter of months. They're at home to Arsenal. Newcastle, well, as I've mentioned, they've lost Perez, which I think is going to be a big blow. Josele is also gone, and they haven't bought much, although they've got some guy from Hoffenheim, Jolinka, cost him 40 million. Okay, so what about the Arsenal? Well, Arsenal, once again, when you look at what's happened to them, they've lost Ramsey to Juventus. Cech has retired. Welbeck's been released, and now we learn that Koscielny is off to Bordeaux. So that looks pretty devastating. They have bought in Marbinelli and Caballos from Real, but that's on loan. And Saliba from Saint Etienne, 27 million, and Lille's Pepe for a huge fee. I don't know much about these players, but I think opening up against Newcastle is a gentle starter for them, but I'm still going for a 1-1 draw. The big game of the first week, of course, is at Old Trafford. Chelsea, with Frank Lampard now their new manager, they're bound to be stoked up for this. Let's have a look at what's happened to those two teams. Well, Kovacic has gone to Real, and of course Hazard has also gone. 80 million he cost. Morata has completed the deal to Atletico, and there hasn't been any purchases that I've noted anyway. They've hardly been strengthened, but maybe the Lampard effect will have some magical potion. Man United, well, Herrera has gone and Valencia has been released. Wan-Bissaka from Palace has been brought in, as has Dan James from Swansea. There's been no news on the two Frenchmen, Pogba and the other guy, Martial. Lukaku's position is also sort of up in the air. But Solskjaer has got Maguire, so obviously he's hoping that that's going to really make the defence watertight. I have my doubts. I think this is going to be a good game to watch, however. A few mistakes. I'm going for a 2-2 draw. So that completes my rundown of the first review shows. We'll have the results, of course, on Monday. Hope you enjoyed the show and hope you now can get stuck into this Premier League. My tip for the title: Liverpool. I think they will improve, and Klopp, I think it's time for him to set the world alight. Top four, it's got to be City. The other two places are up for grabs. My heart goes for Man United. I think they might just squeeze in there. And then I think Arsenal. So that's my top four. Relegated, Sheffield United will hit the relegation spot, as will Brighton. The third one is a bit up in the air. I think Norwich.